Hey, folks, I don't know if y'all ready for this one today. Self-doubt, man. Self-doubt is nothing but lying to yourself. And that's what I caught myself doing, lying to myself. I almost lied myself out of my dream, out of my fulfillment. I wanted to stay comfortable, but I was going to stay stuck. I almost missed out on my second act. My second act is this right here, my podcast. I started this a year ago, and I went through all the self-doubt and all the lies. I was telling myself that, hey, man, it's too risky to do it, brother. Why risk it? You got the title, you got the job, you got the house, you got the car, you're stable. Don't risk it. You're too old to do this. Yeah, sounds familiar, right? Man, you don't know what you're doing. This is a young man's game, brother. Don't do it. Stay comfortable. Stay smart. I'm going to admit, all that sounds right. All of it sounds like the perfect advice that you should give someone. It's conservative advice. Don't get too risky. Just play it smart, play it safe, do the right thing, and enjoy the rest of your life. But now, if I would have listened to that, I would have missed out on the second act right here. Now, I'm not saying I wasn't grateful for being in that position, to earning my way where I did in business and being able to be in a good position. But man, what's the use of having all that if you ain't fulfilled, if you got a void? I know I had more to give to the world. I know I can build something great. I know I just knew I can create something greater. I knew my voice needed to be heard. I felt that I wouldn't be fulfilled and you wouldn't be fulfilled if I wasn't speaking. I had to do it. I had to chase this dream. And I'm saying to you, you got something in you that you want to chase. You have something in you want to build. You have something in you that you want to give. Don't let self-doubt, don't let these lies stop you. Why not bet on yourself? Why not risk it on yourself? You played it safe your whole life. Now it's time to gamble on you. That's what I had to say to myself. J.I., man, come on, bruh. You got it. I'm a believer, so I believe God had me too. But then here came the second lie, the second self-doubt. Well, man, that's good, but you kind of old now, dude. Who you calling old? Boy, I'm just getting my stride going, son. I ain't old. Too old. You mean I'm seasoned? You mean I'm more knowledgeable? You mean I know how to make better decisions? You mean I'm wiser? If that's what you want to call me, then call me that. I think that's the prime time to go into business. When you're more seasoned, when you've been through the rough patches. Man, think about this, man. I raised a family. I overcame financial obstacles. I got out of debt. I built up credit. I did all these things. Yeah, you want to call me old? You're saying I got battle scars? I'll take that honor. Yeah, I'll take that with me. And I'll conquer that passion I want to go into. I'll conquer that dream I want to chase. I certainly will. I think it went reverse on the psychology when I was lying to myself, because I start pumping myself up like, yeah, wait a minute. This is a good thing. This ain't a bad thing. So I'm saying the same thing to you. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing to be seasoned. It's a good thing that you're in this position. It's a good thing that you're smarter and wiser and you know all the mistakes and that you're not going to make the same mistakes. It's a good thing. So stop lying to yourself and flip it and see how it's a good thing for you. Yeah. But J.I., man, dude, I'm later in my years, man, and I'm not trying to do all that. I'm not trying to, to spend all my time grinding and trying to make this thing happen. It ain't gonna happen overnight, so it might take me 4 or 5 years to make it happen. And I ain't got so many golden years left. Let's talk about that, because this was a hard one for me, because I'm like, dude, I'd rather be on the beach. I'd rather be relaxing. I'd rather be chilling. But then I had to think to myself, was I really on the beach? Was I really relaxing? Was I really chilling? No, I still was grinding. I was grinding for somebody else, for they can be on the beach, for they can be chilling. I was lying to myself. I wasn't chilling. I wasn't enjoying my golden years. I was grinding my golden years. And your golden years should be golden, right? So if you're not fulfilling your dream, you're not fulfilling your call, your passion, then is it really golden? Because you're walking around feeling unfulfilled. You're just going day by day, doing what everybody expects, being safe, being stable, playing the conservative role, and being miserable. Because you know there's something more in you than that. You know you better than that. So how is that enjoying your golden years? Now, hey, it might be some of y'all out there that got it made, got the big bank account, and you don't need to work anymore. And you think about going into business. Why risk that? because what else are you going to do? Time is going to pass no matter what. 5 years is going to pass no matter what. 10 years is going to pass no matter what. If you're still here on earth, time is going to pass. Whether you're fulfilling your dream, your hopes, your passions, or whether you're just going along, playing it safe, being conservative. When you look up 10 years from now, you can say, damn, I wasted 10 years on somebody else's clock. I can be waking up every morning being joyful and happy about pursuing my dream, about making my legacy. Think about this. What kind of example are you showing the younger generation, your kids, your nephew, your nieces, and people around you? You're not even willing to kind of bet on yourself on the grind. So you're going to tell them just punch a clock also, or you're going to tell them go after their passion. If you're going to tell them do that, then you most definitely got to do it. So I overcame that hurdle. I was like, okay, I taught myself out of all those, man, I'm good now, right? So what am I going to do? What passion am I going to do? What purpose am I going to fulfill? What dream am I going to chase, right? And I'm going to be honest, it took me a while to figure out I wanted to do the podcast. I've always been a person who spoke, always told that I was a good speaker. I was called to speak, and I put it on the shelf a long time ago. And I said, you know what? I'm happiest when I'm talking to people. I'm happiest when I'm speaking, when my mouth is moving. I'm the happiest. So that's what I need to do. But guess what, folks? Here came lie number 4. Dude, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know anything about podcasting and how to do it. How are you going to make that happen? Because you're out of touch, man. You've been doing the thing you've been doing for so long. You don't know anything about this young man's game. This is a young man's game. They got, Instagram, they got TikTok, and, you got to do digital marketing, and you got to know how to set up a podcast. You got to know how to promote a podcast. You got, where do you do it at, how you do it. All these things were running through my mind. But you know what I realized? How the hell did I get through life in the first place? How did I get further in my career? How did I raise a family? How did I do anything that I did? I learned, I read, I watched, I listened. Bruh, I ain't dead. I still can do those things. And guess what? There's more information available to me now. I don't got to go to the library. Remember those days? I can just go click, click, click on the computer, find out anything I need to know. I can watch videos. I can see how other people are doing it. I'm smart enough to figure that out. I'm smart enough to get here in my life, right? So I said, wait a minute. Know-how is nothing but knowing how. And that is learning. And I'm not allergic to learning. So I said, lie number 4, you can go with the other lies and fall in line, because I'm going to go ahead and do this thing. And I launched the podcast, and I'm here today. I'm here to stay. I don't care if it's one person that listens to me, because I'm doing it for 2 people, you and me. And as long as one of us is fulfilled, I'm going to be happy. If you're fulfilled, that's a bonus, period. That's how you have to look at your passion. So I'm going to tell you, those lies you've been telling yourself, just like I did, throw them away, man. Reverse them, man. They're trying to stop you. They're trying to stop you from getting your dream. Comfort will kill your dream. Self-doubt, lying to yourself. Look in the mirror, be honest, and get on the grind. Now, if you need help with overcoming other fears in your life, I have a video right here, inadequacies, things of that nature. And I got a video here to help you also on this journey. Tune in here. I'm going to give you more videos helping you overcome this hurdle. This is your boy J.I., a random podcast. I'll holler at you on the other side.